There's nothing worse than capturing the perfect shot and then realizing your audio is trash. In today's content world, clean, reliable wireless audio is no longer optional. Whether you're recording interviews, short form content, or client work, your mic has to be fast, portable, and professional. The Saramonic Air may be the mic that finally gets it right. There's a few caveats, but we're gonna talk about that. Let's get to it. Welcome to FlashFilm Academy, the channel that helps content creators master the business side of the industry. And this is Flash 5, a series where we unbox new gear to ask 5 key questions to answer the one that matters the most. Can you make money with the Saramonic Air? Now, we don't get caught up in specs for the sake of specs. We focus on whether or not your gear can generate revenue. So let's unbox this kit and see what makes the Saramonic Air stand out. Hey, make sure you stick around because I'm gonna show you how a $159 mic setup can deliver audio clients would expect from a $1,000 system. Real quick, this unit was provided by Saramonic, but like always, if it's trash, I'm gonna tell you it's trash, straight up. First, let's start off with key features. Dual channel 2.4 gigahertz wireless system with built-in mics and optional live support. The transmitter features a large 9.7 millimeter capsule with a 6 millimeter diaphragm, offering deep basses. You know, I need that when I'm, you know what I'm saying? And crisp highs. It's USB-C, Lightning, and 3.5 millimeter outputs included. No adapters necessary. The receiver has a 1.05 color display with live audio info, gain, battery, noise reduction, limiter status, all of that, it's all there. The next huge thing is it features 2-level noise cancellation, a built-in limiter at -6 dBs, and a safety track if needed. Also, little things like auto power on sync. When you turn on your camera, your mic power up too. That's the little stuff they don't tell you, them other channels that matter. So this is a quick audio test from the microphone with no mic attached. You know, I hate when I see videos of people holding it. This is where it's supposed to go, people. So this is a quick test so you can see how it sounds. I do have noise canceling on, and like I said, we have no lav connected. Next, I'm gonna show you what it sounds like with a lav connected. So real quick, this is the sound with the windscreen on, and this is what it sounds like outdoors with the windscreen on and noise cancellation. Okay, so this is what it sounds like. Windscreen, no noise cancellation. No noise cancellation on. This is what it sounds like. Just so you can hear it, you can get it. Next, we're gonna put on a lav mic and we're gonna hear how it sounds with that. All right, real quick, this is what it sounds like with the included lav mic with noise cancellation still off. Now, let me tell you real quick, the only problem I got with this is the connections that it used to connect the lav mic up to the device. It's a port that's not really used much. It's kind of, you know, it's kind of proprietary. That's the only thing I don't like about it, because with other ones, you can add lav mics. And what I usually tell people is buy a cheap transmitter and get you an expensive lav. Get you a Sennheiser lav for like 99 and watch the difference you hear in quality. So that's my only gripe I have with this kit is that, you know, that it's a proprietary connector to add a mic to the lav system. Now I'm gonna put the noise cancellation on and we're gonna see how it sounds. So we have 2 different settings for noise cancellation. This is strong noise cancellation. So however you hear me, this is strong noise cancellation with the lav mic. I don't know how it sounds yet. I'll listen to it when I get back in the studio, but this is strong. I'm gonna put it on weak so you can hear it. All right, guys, this is what it sounds like with weak noise cancellation through the lav, not through the actual device. I would probably just use a device. I don't think I would run, if I gotta run a cable like this, I'm gonna use a different one. Even though you can, I do like it. It's just my preference. You know, if you don't have a lav kit and this is the lav kit you get, you are fine. Go for it, use it. I think it is more than enough for what the average person want to film. Here's some noise, background and the noise. Hopefully it cancel that out a little bit. But this is like I said, this is just a sample, an example of what it sounds like. All right, let's get back to the regular video. The next thing I like is the compact charging case with built-in battery for multiple full recharges. It has dual output support via USB-C for cameras plus phone setups simultaneously. You may not think this is a big deal, but I've seen plenty of creators have their cameras, their A cam, and their cell phone is their B cam. Now you can get audio to them both. Now my question to you for the comments is, which one of these features solve the biggest pain point for your shoots? And if there's features you'd like me to cover or questions, post them in the comments. If I get enough, I'll do a follow-up video. So while we're still on what we love, let me talk about the pros. Excellent sound quality, thanks to its large diaphragm and 24-bit audio capture. We'll talk about that in a minute. Visual feedback, tactile controls that let you adjust quickly on set. I like that. Plug and play with everything, no extra gear required. Built-in safety audio features give you confidence to run and gun. Its stylish, compact design disappears during filming. That's not some BS verbiage they gave me. That's me being real. Just want to put that out there. And they got impressive battery life. I like these charging cases because I used to carry battery banks around back in the day. And this one comes with a case that got status indicators. That works. It's ideal for creatives who travel light but still need pro audio. Also, real quick before we get to the cons, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're serious about getting paid to create content. I'm talking to you. Yeah. Let's talk about the cons, and we got to talk about them. 1, no onboard recording. If the signal drops, the audio is gone. 2, no 32-bit float. You'll need to set lives correctly on this one to avoid clipping. 3, it operates on 2.4 gigahertz band and can be affected by high RF environments. It also has no full remote control unless you're plugging it into a mobile device. So it kind of limits live tweaking in DSLR or mirrorless workflows. You got to use the little device up top and be clicking on it, but you may mess around and shake your camera. Now that you know what the cons are, let me address them. First things first, some of these items I don't expect because they have a higher tier audio devices and they got some of these features. However, for what this is, you couldn't ask for more. I mean, maybe you can ask for 32-bit float, maybe. That's about it. But you know what? Get your ass out there and learn how to measure audio correctly, and you don't need 32-bit float. How about that? It's 24-bit, it got noise cancellation. Look at the meters, learn how to capture audio correctly, okay? You got that? Cool. It operates on 2.4 gigahertz. Unless you're doing like conferences, I wouldn't worry about it. But at conferences, you should worry about it. Only because there's a lot of stuff there. Now let's be real, you may be good. I've taken devices like this to NAB, and if it works at NAB, it works everywhere. They got all the 2.4 interferences you can possibly have in one place. So those cons aren't really cons depending on how you look at it or what's right for you. And that leads me to the next section. Who and when is this for? This is perfect for one-person shooter crews, yet flexible enough to work with small teams. For like interviews, mobile shoots, run and gun content, behind the scenes, or any event where speed and clean audio is a must. Let me tell you when I use these the most. When I shoot conferences and I gotta run up to people and say, hey, what do you think about? I can just snap, film. That's when I use devices like this. If I'm doing a lot of interviews, I use devices like this. Hey, in the comments, have you ever had to reshoot a project because the mic failed or the audio was trash? Tell me your worst audio horror story in the comments. I want to hear it. Maybe I'll do some videos on how to prevent them from happening, or to help other people who may be in your shoes, or to make sure they're not in your shoes in that case, for that type of situation. Next, let's talk about the benefits to the client, because that's what we're here for. Clients get pro audio quality fast without needing boom or full audio rigs. Now, listen, don't jump in my comments talking no crap. If you can get a boom pole in there, the audio is always better with a boom pole, period. But these little suckers produce. Just want to put that out there. These little suckers produce. And it may be cheaper than your little $100 shotgun mic you've been using. That ain't gonna work. All right. And we all know the most important thing about a mic is to get it as close as possible to the subject. Period. Because these bad boys can produce clean sound, which means less editing, which equals faster delivery. Better ROI for the client and for you. Their compact wireless setup saves time, space, and especially value during high pressure, quick turnaround shoots. The noise filtering and safety feature add polish and professionalism that elevate the brand perception of your service. Let me also say that they've given you enough features to overcome the lack of 32-bit float. You got mad safety features to make sure you're not going over. So if you are a 32-bit float guy, you gotta chill out. chill out, bruh. This thing still gets stuff done. Now, my final thoughts about the Saramonic Air, it gives creators what they actually need: clear sound, fast setup, and reliable delivery. While it missed onboard recording and 32-bit flow, it's still way ahead of other mics in this price range, especially with real-time features like noise reduction and all the safety tracks. If you're just starting out, or even if you're a seasoned shooter needing something light and fast, this kit could easily pay for itself in just a couple shoots. Now, if you need more advanced features like the 32-bit flow or onboard recording, check out the Saramonic Ultra. But for speed, value, and polish, the Air holds its own. And to be honest, it do. I don't know if we're just in a time where everybody putting out quality wireless mics. I don't know if the technology got cheap. I don't know what's going on, but damn, it's a great time to be alive if you like mics, because there's a lot of great mics and they're coming for great prices. And this is one you don't want to sleep on if it's in your price range. All right? As always, make this the year you become profitable. Join FlashFilm Academy and build a business, not just another portfolio. All right? If you got questions, you want to know about features, post it in the comments below. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video.
It is not for the faint of heart. If you are not interested in growing, if you're not interested in tearing down everything just to rebuild it the right way, then it's not for you. It's not. But if you are interested in joining a community that's going to be supportive, where you can get the information that you need to actually execute and build your own production company, or even just to be able to create content that converts and do it full time, then this is the place to be. One of the best decisions I've made. I have cultivated real friendships, real relationships here. I've hired FlashFilm members to work on projects with me. I've worked on projects with others. This has been an invaluable experience for me because of the community aspects, not to mention just the accountability calls to make sure that you're on track and we are supporting each other and making sure that we're really hitting those goals. So you're going to have some tough conversations. You're going to have, some wins, some lessons, but it's all a part of the process. And why try to figure it out yourself when there's a step-by-step system and a community that's here to support you? So if there's anything that I could say about FlashFilm Academy, it's that, number one, it will take your business to the next level if you work the system. And two, you have to invest in yourself. It's easy to buy gear. It's easy to just do everything else except invest in you. And if you are really trying to figure out how to create content that converts, get clients, and even do this full time, then this is definitely the place to be. Plus, I'm always down for meeting new people, and we're all very transparent in the community. So I hope to see y'all there. But if you're on the fence, go ahead and just try it. I was watching for 2 years before I even joined as a member. And if I knew then what I know now, I would have joined earlier. So I hope to see you in the community.